So I'm just trying to make sure of what um what is expected of Al here, because if she needs to catch this guy ahead of the king in order to get what she needs,
She does not.
then that affects our priorities, our timeline. We need to determine what that is.
And that's what I'm trying to clarify. That she does not.
I do not need any. If that were the
Or let's just
case,
say that there was a gold bounty on this guy. So if you're able to bring him in, you'll get paid.
Okay. 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 Good. If we see him, if we happen to cross his path, then take him in, get paid. If we don't, oh well. You've already done your bit of work for Mount Mistal and gotten your payment.
exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Um... Well, welcome back. Happy coincidence. Glad to see you. Good work.
Glad to see you as well, and thank you.
So we should catch you up on what we've been doing.
Yes, that would be wonderful. However, when Melisari, you have a moment, I would really like your help with something.
Oh.
Al would place the 4 vials on the table. I don't know exactly what these happen to be, but I did find them on my through my travels.
I am going to examine them. Do they appear to all be the same potion?
No, they are all different.
All different. Do
These-
any of them look familiar to potions I have encountered before?
Let me double check. Or
Something worth noting. Al's hair is significantly laying at her shoulders now, and not up in a braid.
So she chopped her hair up.
Yeah. It got in the way.
Should I roll Arcana?
Yes. But since you have Detect Magic up, you'll only get magic from 2 of them.
So 2 of them are magical and 2 of them are not?
Correct.
Interesting. What are the schools?
Sorry. I forgot to set these aside someplace that would be easier to find so they'll pull up.
Wait, what?
I said I had trouble. It didn't have these things like off to the side where I should be able to find them easily, so I point them down. They are both abjuration.
Okay, that's a good start.
Yeah, if you roll Arcana, you might go to identify.
20.
20. Right? They appear to be potions of resistance. Well, one appears to be a potion of. They're both potions of resistance.
Potions of what?
Potions of resistance. They're like both with different damage.
Or you're like mumbling. I think you're saying potions of resistance?
Yes. Let me check something.
But then you said that they were resistance against different things. I assume different damage types.
Yeah, it's different damage types. There's one for lightning and one for necrotic.
I lift the necrotic one and we'll say, well, this one should be useful. It's a potion of resistance toward necrotic. The other one is also a potion of resistance potions. Though it's for lightning.
Multitudes.
What?
It is massive.
What?
It is a potions of resistance. It contains multitudes.
I see, okay.
Something screwed with my microphone levels again.
I'm not a physics person.
There we go.
Yes, that is
You are
better.
much louder now.
Yeah, it reduced it by 33%.
Well, that explains why I had to turn you up by about 33%.
Thank you, Mel. Sorry, I appreciate it. Any idea on the other two?
Is there something I might be able to roll for those? Or am I probably gonna have to cast Identify?
You could, well, they don't appear to be potions to you with your Arcana roll. So you could try rolling, Nature.
Okay. That's a 7.
7. Yeah, you're not quite sure what these things are.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to cast Identify and see if I can figure out what exactly they are, but they don't appear to be magical in any way, nor a potion I'm familiar with. Another. Are there... Would there be any potions that are non-magical?
I mean, science is magic in this world, so I guess technically they'd probably all be considered magic.
It doesn't appear to be a liquid I'm familiar with. I'm gonna unstopper one and kind of waft.
Tell us about the
Okay.
Does it
bouquet.
have smell?
Acrid, unpleasant.
I wrinkle my nose and re-stopper it. And then sniff the other one.
Not the same smell, but kind of similar feelings.
Did that tell you anything?
No.
You may roll again if you'd like.
Okay, sure. That's a 12.
Good enough to at least know this. You believe they are poisons rather than potions.
Poisons wouldn't be magical?
No, not generally.
The more you know.
There are probably some that are magic.
Yeah, there definitely are some, but these are not.
They appear to be some variety of poison. Though I would have to cast Identify to know more.
Identify would not help in this instance.
Identify wouldn't help?
I mean,
Nope.
it would help
Listen.
in that you know that it will tell you nothing.
Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, okay. It's magic. That's annoying. Well, never mind. I don't say that then. Because I know what my spells actually do.
But you did tell us that they were poisons.
Yes. They appear to be poisons of some variety. Though I cannot
Right.
be entirely certain as to their effects.
Well,
Where did you acquire
you.
them? Will that tell us anything about what kind of poisons they are?
Al would try and think of a best way to describe, but then just. I will be completely honest with you. We had to go through a abandoned resident. Derek, please remind me. I'm sorry.
What? Sorry. I was reading something.
Was it like an abandoned resident? Almost.
Yes, you found it in a structure beneath what was well, at least what you were told was at one time a estate or something of the kind.
Al would relay this information. It was very much so not not inhabited. It was quite clearly just complete ruin, honestly. But I found these strewn about. I appreciate it, Belisari. Thank you. Al will return the vials to her bag, and how about you all catch me up to what all of you have been doing?
Waiting for me to speak.
I'm trying to remember. So it was. We left the city with the Windwalk, so it was when we when we got to the end of Windwalk was when we did the stuff with the Chimera and everything. From that point, that was where things started, right?
That sounds
What?
correct. We left
What?
Okay, cool.
Were we keeping our eye out for something along that way too?
the portal.
Well, but we didn't know about that until we got Chris.
The Drow?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay, good call. And we found them eventually, obviously.
we did. So yeah, go for it, Dirk.
When we left the city, we made our way as far as Windwalk would take us in the direction of the Gnome Village. Upon landing, we discovered a fight between some humans and a chimera. Assisted in the fight, and we're told about the existence of a portal. It was a portal to a like a negative energy plane or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Zombies were coming out of it.
Cool. A portal through which undead arrived. We began moving to help search for it, and then Aurelian here wanted some more information from them that could help guide our search, which brought us to seeing them raising one of their companions who had fallen in the fight. When we began to ask about things, the cleric raising. Wasn't the cleric that attacked first, was it? It wasn't.
It was
It
not
was
the one
Chris,
cleric.
actually.
Chris.
Chris.
It was Chris.
Um,
I was
when we began to speak with them, Chris, the human who had arrived here with us, attacked us before any words could be exchanged. We dealt with him and his companions, and then had a bit of a discussion with him, during which it came out that he had served Vecna and renounced his prior allegiances, and he had questions about the nature of the afterlife that will hopefully be able to be answered here, which is why he was traveling with us. We made our way, continuing to look for any of the drow encampments that we were hoping to find, and I gesture over at Roland. We managed to find a small group, which was a very pleasant surprise. They saved us from a encounter with a Hydra, another unpleasant creature. This continent is crawling with those.
Why do people live here?
Tunnel Hunt Dune, most on the edges. It's like Australia. Everything's trying to kill you.
And is huge.
Melisari had pointed out to us how close we were to the Mage's Tower, and that going there and then to this encampment to be able to get Chris the assistance that he wanted would not be far out of our way, and still within the time frame before. Sam is blanking on the name.
Atlas.
That's the one. Atlas regenerated. And so we stopped at the Mage's Tower and had a brief discussion with them. They were hiding something about their necromantic research, and I'm not sure what. Hopefully some of the clerics here can give us a bit more insight into what they've been up to.
Indeed.
And then here we are. At the tower, we had managed to trade for a few.
Magic items.
Yes, I was trying to think if I was going to say magic items or some other thing, but magic items just seems entirely accurate and to the point. So, a few magic items, a quiver that could imbue the arrows drawn from it with some elemental power, and I think it had been some of the bottles of like holy oil that Halasari had traded for.
Holy.
Yeah, we got holy oil.
It wasn't holy oil, but something similar, but it's fire as opposed to radiant.
Okay. And some vials that could be applied to weapons similar to the holy oil with
Did they invent
a similar
napalm?
effect. Or at least napalm accessories.
Maybe? I'd have to look into what napalm can be used for.
Napalm is gelatinous fire.
Then maybe.
You know, I think tomorrow's going to smell like victory.
Just smells like napalm to me.
Yeah, same thing.
You know, I've never actually watched that movie all the way through. Anywho. And that brings us to where we are now. I think that I've covered all the major events. This helmet, dark gestures to the helmet, was an item that the cleric that we dealt with had in his possession, and will make it so that I don't need to sleep. Which, considering the rest requirements of all of you and me, is fortuitous that we were able to find such an item.
Well, sounds like you all have been fairly busy.
I'd say that it was exhausting, but I feel like in about an hour I'm going to not feel that way.
Fair enough. Huh?
And as you guys have been talking, the rain's like been kind of picking up.
Luckily, we're underneath the rampart.
Well, some of you are. It doesn't extend all the way over the table.
Want to be under the rampart.
I also would prefer to be under the rampart.
Am I missing anything?
I don't believe so.
I pull out my cloak of patches. Do any of the patches look like they would have something that would help me not be under the rain?
I mean, you could move 5 feet.
I feel like the cloak itself helps with that. You just sort of like Nozaki-kun it.
Well, I say we decided that cloak could have been under the umbrella of traveling clothes. Yeah.
Let me pull up exactly what
It's not
my
like
version has.
a magical cloak.
The only other thing I'd mention is that we didn't just find a group of drow. We found the exact group of drow that Eldon had told us about, who had helped him 500 years ago.
Oh.
Roland is from that group. I was able to deliver the items that Eldon gave to me for them that will allow them to travel in daylight.
I don't see the robe on your sheet. No, sorry. Did it not get added?
I
So I know I made it.
Yeah.
Roland was also the one who was acquainted with Atlas, right?
Yes, that's why he's with us.
Yeah. So Dirk will mention Roland was also acquainted with Atlas in life, and was able to give us quite a lot of useful information about his personality and clues towards what had happened.
And now he's with us because he wants to try to speak to his old friend.
So that is why. I see.
Was Al still with us when we were reading the King's journals? Or not the King? Well,
I think
kind
so.
of.
Yes.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
And the closest thing...
Actually, no. She had stayed behind in the archive, right?
Perhaps.
I was gonna say, Ari has no memory of this, so...
I think Al had stayed behind in the archive.
No, sorry.
I am not sure.
As far as patches that might help you, there is a sack that you could pull off of it to just hold over your head, and there's a question mark.
Right. So, no, not really. I'll just sit here in my cloak. And then scoot underneath the rampart when I have eaten. Anyway. That wasn't really the most important conversation ever, but, you know. Well, if speaking of learning what happened, we went to see the king and ask about other books he might have in his private collection that might tell us what happened 500 years ago at the Forbidden Fortress.
Hmm.
And came across a very useful journal indeed from his grandmother, the architect of the Forgotten Fortress, not Forbidden, goddamn.
Me.
Who made questionable decisions where it came to Atlas. They were enlisting his help to find a group of drow, presumably Roland's, that he... Well, they were trying to enlist his help finding a group of drow. We assume that it's Roland's because obviously they knew each other. Mistal would have needed to have some degree of assurance that he knew where to look for them. Or did we later learn that he found them while he was looking for them for Mistal and then refused to reveal their location? Or did that not?
I'm not. I think I might have missed a key part of that question there. What is the them?
The drow. Was it that they knew that he had met them and thus were trying to get him to find them again? Or was he looking for them when they found him, and because they helped each other, he said, nah, fuck this? Or do we not know that?
You don't know for sure. Those are both their theories that have been presented, but you don't know which is true.
Okay. So I'm kind of just throwing those options out there, I guess. It seems to be that Eleanor was taken captive by the architect to the Forgotten Fortress as incentive for Atlas to help, and that's why he flew into a rage and killed everyone.
Aha. I see.
So that's what we learned about what happened at Mistal, and it seems to be that failing to protect Eleanor may have been the oath that he broke.
Okay.
Failing to protect Eleanor, failed an oath. And also something about as few casualties as possible and not worrying about that once, his beloved was taken.
The collateral damage one is the one I suspect was the sharper break. When he went and killed everyone at the Forgotten Fortress, whether or not they were directly involved in the plot against him and his wife.
So they were married?
I use the term wife, but I don't know the status.
I see.
I know that they loved each other.
They were certainly together for quite a while.
Hmm.
And so we're planning to go
Am I
back.
the only one who knew that?
What?
I'm remembering at some point being told about seeing things change over time, like seeing happy Atlas and wife and they're in good standing, and then things start changing and things start seeming to get worse and they're more plain, and then
Yeah, you were the only one aware of that because that came from Detect Thoughts.
yeah, I realized that after I started speaking. So I will throw into the ring. They were together for a very long time. I think it's safe to assume they were husband and wife, although it would still be an assumption.
Fair enough.
Unless, did I see a wedding ring on either of them at any point?
Yeah, you would have.
Custom. So yes, they were very likely married.
So in summary, we are going back to the Forgotten Fortress to see if we can convince Atlas to repent for the atrocities he committed in the what was probably a fit of rage after the dwarves kidnapped and subsequently killed Eleanor.
It occurs to me, we are in a camp of the Raven Queen. Our hope for convincing him somewhat centered around the possibility of him and Eleanor being able to pass on and be together again in the next life, as it were. In the afterlife.
Yes.
Perhaps that's something we should address while we're here.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to ask and see if there's anything that the clerics here could do to pave the way for such a thing. I don't know what happens precisely when a Death Knight repents, but I know that it is the fact that they have not that keeps them undead and prevents them from moving on. So it seems likely to me that repenting will allow him to finally move on. It is itself a punishment. I don't believe that he would be barred thereafter. But I agree. It's a good question to ask.
What happens when a ghost's soul is allowed to move on?
I do have a very stupid but slightly significant question. Am I going to need to get possessed again?
If we want to talk to Eleanor, we might need someone too, yes.
Understood. Got it.
Yeah, Melisari also had that thought and breathed it in her sigh of relief that she wouldn't have to throw her name either. But I need to cast Detect Thoughts so we can hear you guys! Anyway. But this
looks like you and I had the same idea. Well, sorry.
She'll kind of just give a small smile, but not say anything further. Right, so we are going to... That's our next move. Discuss with the clerics. What time of day is it?
It's starting to get into morning.
Do we have time to rest here for the day, or do we need to move on?
I'm trying to figure out how we are going to switch our sleep schedule. We'll probably want to just forced march through the day until night on whatever day it is we decide to do that.
No, sorry, kind of grimaces slightly.
Al slightly just looks a smidge upset by this thought being brought.
The sooner the better if we intend to be on that schedule. We don't want to risk being exhausted when we need to not be.
We wanted to stop in the Gnome Village, at least to pick up the item from Eldon. And if we could get another audience with our air elemental friend.
Also a bag of holding from Nyx.
Yeah.
Now that we have the crystals. Or at least drop off the crystals for commencing the bag of holding. Was there anything else we needed to get for that?
I don't recall. I only
I
remember
think
crystals.
crystals was the only thing. But I think other items might have had other things, and we just didn't push for them.
Crystal for bag of holding, yeah, that seems to be all that I wrote down anyway.
And the only thing that Eldon said to me was that I must bring the ones he'd already created to these people. He'd be able to make one for me. Didn't ask for any items. But I think that stopping or heading back to the gnome village at first is what we want to do. If we march the day so that we can switch our sleep schedule to night, then what is our ETA to the gnome village, Mr. DM?
Let me see. Let's go to the map. You could, well, if you took a bit quicker pace than normal, you could make it in about a day.
So we'd make it by tomorrow morning if we marched through the night, is what you're saying.
Probably more like, yeah, like late in the morning, but yeah.
But if we march all day and then sleep for 8 hours, when would our arrival time be? Afternoon? Or were you factoring in a sleep?
Could you repeat the question? Sorry.
If we continue marching now through the day, pushing our sleep schedule back onto a diurnal one, and then sleep, do we still arrive in the morning with sleep factored in, or does that push our arrival time by 8 hours?
I don't think that. I think that would be like if you just like if you basically if you left within the next few hours, you'd make it there by say 10 in the morning.
Okay. Does that factor in a sleep of 4
no.
hours?
Well, yeah, no, it does not at the moment.
So 2 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question about the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So it prevents gaining levels of exhaustion for not sleeping. Does it impact the time of a long rest?
I guess I didn't write that down, but I mean, it should, like, basically, sleep is no longer a part of your long rest. Like, some other features you have might require. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, I don't need to sleep for a long rest, which is extremely beneficial. Is a long rest for me still 8 hours?
Let me see what I wrote down, because I do have this item made as well. And it also means I should add it to your sheet.
Because that impacts the, like, timing of things. Because we're ruling that elves gain the benefit of long rest in 4 hours, right? Not the 8.
Correct.
It's 4? For some reason I thought it was 6.
You usually sleep for 6 hours, but then you have 2 hours of like watch in a long rest. The book says that for non-elves, a long rest is 8 hours, at least 6 of which are spent sleeping.
So, I guess by that logic, then you're just cutting out the sleeping part. So your long rest is actually 2 hours. Does that make sense to me? Does it make sense to other people?
I can follow the logic that you used to get there, yes.
I zoned out, but sure, I trust you guys.
So, yeah. Well, we'll start
it
with
works
that.
however you say it works. I can follow the logic you used to get there.
Let's go with that. 'Cause that's something I hadn't thought about for some reason.
He
So,
mandatorily has to reduce his activity level for 2 hours in order to benefit from a long rest.
yes.
Okay. And we all have to reduce our activity level to trancing for 4 hours in order to get a long rest.
Yes. Yeah.
How are the
that's interesting.
turntables, Sam?
And Sam, if you refresh your sheet, the helm should be in your equipment.
Awesome. I also need to run to go give my cat her medication.
Alright. Okay. We, eat the food he gave us. Talk to some clerics about the nature of death and moving on. Curses and that sort of thing. And then...
Melisari,
Yes.
you noticed something.
What do I notice?
Well, there appears to be a either invisible or ethereal creature floating above the wall, some distant, a small distance outside the camp.
Can I tell what it is from here?
No, because of the rain.
Damn.
But
Like, like within the camp area, or like out in the
outside the camp area. It's on the. It's actually in the map. I have it unhidden. Let me drop an orb on it so you can find it.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering how I. Oh, okay, that's how I see it. It's far enough there. Okay. I'm gonna look at it and squint at it, and perhaps move closer. How big is it?
Just humanoid size, like medium.
Okay, so Melisari just kind of abruptly gets up from the table and wanders toward the western end of camp.
And then we should consider getting our stuff together and leave Melisar.
She is looking at a point up in the sky.
All right.
I already have myself.
All right. If you could make me a perception check.
Great. Well, that's a 1 on die.
All right.
So what's your passive?
I squint at it, and droplets of rain fall into my eyeballs, and I go, oh, gosh.
What's your passive?
Passive is 15.
15. All right. Well, that's good enough as it is. So, it appears to be humanoid, as far as you can tell. It's difficult to make out much more than that, but it seems to be doing something with it seems to be like holding like a book and a wand.
Does it is it within 60 feet of me? It's probably not within 60 feet of me. No, wait, it has to be within 60 feet of me, otherwise I wouldn't see it.
No, because you said see invisibility didn't have a range.
Right, I'm wondering about my own range, but I suppose dark vision 60 feet and other vision is kind of whatever.
So, is it bright enough out that she's able to see it beyond her normal dark vision?
Well, in my mind, and maybe this is something that should change. But in my mind, the way see invisibility works is that if there's a invisible or ethereal creature, it kind of shows as like a glowing, translucent figure. So I kind of feel like it produces a bit of its own light as part of the see invisibility spell.
And that's up to you.
But and that's at least what we're going to go with for today, since it's also kind of too late to backtrack on this.
Or maybe it just got late enough in the morning that she could see him as a dark figure floating in a gray sky, you know?
Perhaps. It is starting to get closer to daylight, but not close enough that sunlight would be peering through yet.
Yeah, there would be brightening of the sky, though.
Pulsed on!
But anyway, regardless, does it... No, I guess I might need to get closer to see if it's casting a spell, though.
No, sorry, I was just getting our formulation of our day's plan. Are you okay?
Hang on a second.
Al would get up and join Espo and Melisari.
Damn, I still wouldn't be able to even see it from the ramparts. I'm trying to get a better look because I want to see if it's casting a spell. I'm gonna run toward the gate and ask the person as I'm going to open it.
What for?
There's something out there.
What?
Al would join.
They'll open it, and at least the guy on bottom will come out with you. And now,
I would also look to I would also look to Kunpar and see if he was reacting to it at all.
once he gets about here, he actually is.
Okay, I think
Oh
that
shit, I'm looking from
Yeah, that's
Tristan's
sneaky now.
perspective, so
Before you get once you get about here, also because like from my understanding, Al would have been like right behind you. So before you get away, Compar will actually say, "It's undead. Get back inside. There's more."
there's
And-
more.
As you get around the side of this wall, you'll see skeletons to the west, which I need to unhide.
So, okay, so it's got a spellbook and a wand. Does it look like it's actively casting anything?
It hasn't yet.
Okay, I'm gonna continue watching it.
So if you direct, let's see. This.
Just in case, Al would have an arrow knocked in her bow.
If you direct your attention over
Ready.
here to the bubble to the west, you can see those now.
I don't see anything.
They're down the hill, so there isn't a line of sight to characters.
Okay.
Oh. Well, then allow me to just help you out for a second.
Are you gonna float them? Oh, you're
I'm gonna float you.
I still don't see them.
Could be line of sight limitations inside of Tailspire. I'll just do this.
There. Well, then, here.
Oh dear. Holy sweet Jesus, that's a big skeleton.
Indeed.
What are we looking at?
This is what Melisar sees as she leaves the gate. As though the wall was just high enough to be blocking line of sight to the big guy, since he was down the hill.
How does the person on top of the battlements not see this before we do?
These are invisible.
Oh, that's why. Oh, fuck.
Everything's just a normal day from here.
How far away are they? Oh, they're way too far away. Well, you know what? Since I can't tell, because it's definitely been more than 10 minutes since I finished casting Dispel or Detect Magic. If it's a magical effect keeping them invisible, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the thing I can see.
On the thing you can see?
The humanoid thing up in the air. That's the only one I am actually close enough to Dispel Magic on.
Alright, let me move you back.
Yeah.
I guess I would just
I was, yeah, close to
tell
them.
Dirk and Roland and Aurelion. I think they'll be returning, and then we can finish planning our day.
Alright, roll me some Dispel Magic.
Unless, Aurelion, did you want to
wanna
react
attack.
to what they're doing and go with them? I came back after she ran over there. I talked to her, and she ran off again.
I think I'll wait here until I'm needed.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that you had your autonomy. I know you're kind of at the mercy of me moving your token around, so...
Okay, using spell casting ability, that's like the modifier on my spell section of the cheat.
In your case, it's Intelligence.
Okay, it is 21.
Alright, you successfully dispel a what?
11th
What
level.
level? Yeah, 11th level. This man is now visible.
Yay!
Also, if he's cast a fly spell on himself, that's gone too.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm
So he falls.
Splat.
I guess.
If he casts
Nope,
mage
doesn't have
armor on
Featherfall.
himself, that's also gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suck it, nerd. I like having Dispel Magic.
If he has detect magic on, that's gone. Anything.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I gotta do
Turn
some
off
falling damage. He just
all
fell
of
to
his
feet
spells.
because this man did not pack a parachute.
Rarely do they do
You mean he
that.
doesn't have Featherfall?
Who
Yes, that's
prefers
exactly what I
Featherfall?
mean.
I really, truly am considering taking it.
Wow. He lucked out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Getting those 2 1s.
Alright, so I'm gonna need some initiative at this point because things are about to start happening very quickly.
Yeah.
Alright, I roll initiative against my porridge. I eat it, definitely.
20.
Wow. You're just on
I'm
a
getting
roll
lucky
today.
when it matters. Like,
What is my +2 initiative now? It just changed. I think it's a 4. Alright, I got an 18.
21.
Alright, hold up. Or if you guys would write those down, I'd appreciate it.
Should I also roll initiative? I don't know
Yes,
what it's
please.
for. Okay.
Yeah, we don't know what it's for. Melisari wandered off. I wandered after her, said, "What's up?" She said, "Hold
I
on." That's it.
I did run off saying, open the gate, there's something out there.
Yes.
And you were just like, okay, whatever. And went back to the table.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's not what I meant to do.
Have fun out there.
Great to be back, guys. Great to be back.
Yeah, welcome back. You get to fight a giant fucking skeleton.
Okay, so turn-based mode.
Who's writing down initiative?
We are.
Where should we write it? In the chat?
1, 2,
In the Discord?
Yeah, okay.
Discord.
I wrote it in Discord, but I can put it wherever it's supposed to go.
So I want you.
Mm-mm.
I thought I rolled so well.
You thought.
Oh wait, I lied. That's my proficiency bonus is 3.
Alright, so that, that.
Geek the mage!
You're the mage.
I know. But I'm talking about their mage. Ooh, it's my turn. I'm going.
Let's see.
You don't even know if that dude is involved with those skeletons.
I need to.
Undead. I was told.
I just currently have everyone in the queue. This is not the right order yet.
Alright. Did you also roll his concentration check if he's keeping anybody else invisible?
I mean,
From the damage?
yeah. I was trying to think if that was, but no, it wouldn't spell that. So, yeah, let's do that. He made the concentration check. All right, one moment. I've got to finish getting initiative in order here. So.
You know, how long have we been sitting around talking? Because see invisibility is only good for 1 hour.
I don't think you've been talking that much, and besides,
Okay.
I just wasn't really wanting to interrupt the roleplay. You could have noticed this at any time, pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
Is it supposed to say right, like the name, or is it supposed to be like white?
I must have had a typo when I did that, yeah. Oh, I did that get removed.
It's right the white.
Yeah, I thought his name was right. Like, alright.
It is his name. It happens to be a white.
Right the white. This is the right white.
Oh dear.
Wait till you meet his brother.
Wrong?
No, right. It's the last name. The Wright brothers.
So,
Wilbur and
Oh my
Orville.
god.
alright, if somebody could read me off the initiative so I don't have to keep alt-tabbing, I'd appreciate it.
Sure.
What are we? What?
Read initiatives.
Eskel, what'd you get?
18.
Alright, Dirk, what'd you get?
15.
Okay. Roland, what'd you get?
13.
Okay. And now I need to deal with the monsters. This guy gets a whopping nothing.
Nice.
Well,
Whoa.
it's actually 7, but might as well be nothing. Those guys actually get something. What's your dex bonus, Al?
That's.
Yep.
Give me 1 second while I pull up my character sheet.
That's...
+3.
Alright, so you win the tie. Sorry, can you do me a favor and roll a d20 for me?
Oh dear. 16.
Okay, well, you beat that natural 20 in the tie.
Thank God. Wait, that natural 20?
It's the only one so far.
Oh God.
Alright, then. You. Go here. And last thing. Now it needs to roll off.
I need to
Oh,
use
come on!
an
And the roll off
action.
I tied. Still. 1
Oh
second.
my God. I need to use an action to prepare to do something, even if the thing I'm preparing to do is a bonus action.
Yes.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Okay.
But I would still be able
That's
to
the
take
turn
a
order.
dear.
Milsar, you're up first. There's currently a knocked down and prone undead figure.
Thank God.
You had asked a question.
Did I ask a question?
I thought you had about prepared
yes.
actions.
If I were to prepare an action, I would still be able to take a reaction?
No,
No,
so
the reaction is-
taking
No.
taking the prepared action is your
A
reaction.
reaction. Okay. Okay, well, in that case, I'm just gonna... Prone grants or makes attacks to hit, ranged attacks to hit you have disadvantage, correct?
Correct.
Okay, but it wouldn't affect magic missile.
Correct.
Okay. Can I still see him? As
Oh,
it's not
and I need to initiate. Well, I'll just have them.
I mean, I can still see him on the map. I'm just wondering if... Yeah, I guess
I just need to add a at least one of the clerics to the order.
Oh. Yes, they are here with us, aren't they? Okay. I'm going to move. Fucking distances and shit. I'm definitely not moving that far.
So, looks like he's about 70 feet.
I'm gonna go.
I do straight lines because otherwise it starts to count diagonals as extra feet. 70, 75.
2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5,
You are correct.
6. I am going to go. I believe this is still within 60 feet. If it's not, I'll just take one more diagonal. Yes, okay. I mean, it doesn't matter because he can just take a step back anyway. Whatever. I am going to cast Magic Missile at this fucker.
Okay. What's the damage?
Ah! Hang on. Fuck, what did I just do?
Also, what's the level?
It's gonna be just level 1. I want to save my higher level spells.
Save it for
Alright.
later.
I mean, level 3 is required for counter spell and dispel magic. 4 is like the extras for that, plus Dimension Door. And second level would be Misty Step and things, so yeah, I want to save my things. For if I need to make swift exits or counter spells.
Okay, Ryken.
Anyways,
I anticipate needing them, let me put it that way, within this fight.
If you don't kill things, you do end up needing other spells.
Death, death, death.
I also do anticipate killing it in a single magic missile.
gotta be a big magic missile.
Oh, Jesus, fuck! I nearly minimized damage.
Well, you're definitely not gonna kill with that magic missile.
Total of 7 damage.
I mean, that's still like half the maximum.
I hate you.
Yeah, I know. Alright, he takes 7 points of force damage. Any bonus actions?
Not at this moment.
Alright.
Is it? Oh shit, I should have cast protection from evil and good. Oh well.
It is the big skeleton's turn. Big skeleton does nothing.
Cool.
Ow, your turn.
I assume I don't see the big fuck off skeleton.
You covered your mic again.
God damn it, I keep doing that. Shit. I assume I see the guy laying prone.
Yes, you can see him now.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try firing at him.
Alright, you have disadvantage. Because he's
Great.
prone.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to take a little bit of damage, so Eskel's like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
You could have shot yourself
wait,
one
no,
of those magic
there's-
missiles.
Too
There's a
far
range,
away.
isn't there? Damn,
Yeah, it's a little far range.
fine.
If only too, because that would definitely
really
get my
do
attention.
not think
That
that's
would be
gonna do
fucking
it.
hysterical, though.
That's a 9.
Yeah, I believe that will miss. Just double checking in case this thing somehow. is
That's
very
like the
low.
limit of the range on the armor.
Yeah, that will miss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Is he prone?
Yes.
Did you factor in disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
That is why I got a 9.
Okay.
Alright, any movement or bonus actions?
I'm gonna move a bit closer, so hopefully.
10 feet, 15 feet, how far?
15.
10, 15.
And I assume there's nothing to hide behind or.
I mean, there's a tree here and just general darkness.
Oh. Fair.
So if you want to move a bit further, you could make it there and hide. I think.
Yeah, I'll do that.
5, 10, 15. Well, you're at least far enough away from the lights you can just hide in the general darkness. So roll some hide.
Yeah.
Screw you,
Shit.
right?
I renamed him.
Orville Redenbacher.
Oh dear.
Yeah?
Give me your popcorn.
Every time you hit him, just some popcorn just shoots out. He's a pinata now.
Oh my goodness.
22.
22. Alright, you believe you're ahead.
Cool.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I like how the hound told us to get back inside, and we were like, nah, bruh.
Nah.
Well, now he's just kind of rolling with what he's been dealt with.
Hope he brought some extra bones.
Sadly, while I have borrowed a name and a bit of some mannerisms, he does not have that.
Well, then he's in trouble.
Indeed. And he's going to turn invisible.
The dog.
Yep.
Rolling with it, my ass.
I still see him though.
Right, so I guess I'll leave him out
Details.
there. Yes, I guess I'll leave a torch on him because he's invisible. Weird as that is, but that's the best I have.
Sure.
We've done it in the past.
Alright, Skeleton's turn, but they don't currently have marching orders, so they'll do nothing. Roland doesn't know what's going on.
Nope.
Eskel.
So, let's find a cleric to talk to about this whole death thing.
Because the majority of the forces are still invisible, so no one's really said anything yet.
I think
They
Dorn
can
should be
probably
able to
see
help
the
us.
invisible thing, though. They probably saw it fell from the sky.
That's a good
Fall
point.
from
Let's
the
go
sky.
talk to Dorn. Hopefully,
God
whatever it
damn.
is that they're investigating, they'll get back from soon. 5, 10, 15,
God
20,
damn it.
25, 30. Boop. See
Anything
here.
else?
Nope, I can't see anything really out the door. Well, okay, I can kind of see a little bit out the door. See that they're not at the door. I've got
you can see
120 feet of dark vision.
I'd say you'll be able to see the door, like see the doors open. You'll be able to see, this guy, and he's in like a kind of defensive stance. Not really sure what's going on.
Alright,
I'm gonna point out again, though, that
And you would be able
the
to see
people on the
Melzar.
battlements probably would have seen the thing fall from the sky.
I can see Melisari.
Yeah, and so I guess to that they wouldn't necessarily be like raising the alarm just yet, but they, since they see that you're already out there, they'd be calling out, "What's going on out there?" And so, Eskel, you may do with that what you will.
Al ain't gonna say shit because she doesn't want to give away her possession.
Should...
Well, I'm heading over here anyway. I guess I could just jog. 5, 10, 15.
Oh, can I roll religion to know what the white is?
30.
Yes, you may.
Because there's
Also,
Dorn
I will be right back.
there. That's my destination. So I've just sort of jogged over this way to kind of, like, maybe try to get a better idea of what's going on out there.
We went out the other door, though. We went out the southwest door. The south-facing west door. Anyway.
Right, but I believe that'll be my turn. I haven't really learned anything just yet.
Dirk.
Okay, I think I'm gonna head in that direction too, to also go talk to Dorn about the nature of the afterlife.
Alright.
So I'm...
Oh, I see. The dome is not Eskel. Okay.
No, the dome is the
Eskel's
place
not
where
at the
Eskel
dome.
was headed.
Yeah.
and I saw
That's
Eskel kind of like book it there.
Like, I heard something and I started, like, jogging off toward the door. Like, I seem to be, like, sidestepping my jog, almost like I'm just trying to, like, keep heading toward Dorn, but, like, move over this way a bit more. I seem to be, like, cocking my head up to listen.
Okay. So I'm all gonna double move that way to try and
You have
make it
5
a
more
bit towards
feet.
him. Oh, do I?
Yeah,
I can count.
You rounded a corner that wasn't necessary. You could have just diagonaled.
Okay. Cool. So I am there.
The boys are so useful right now.
Alright, Aurelion.
Aurelion.
I'm seeing everyone heading up towards the door gate.
Oh. Like, why can't I click on him? Because I was measuring, that's why.
Hey, when I do that,
Yes. We all said that we were gonna go talk to Dorn about the afterlife thing because we were formulating our plan for how we would get the information we could get out of this place and then leave. And then Melisari ran off out the door without telling me directly anything, so I just came back and like, alright, she'll be back, I guess. So, we were gonna head over...
Honestly, she has no idea that you guys aren't right behind her. She just assumed everyone followed when she shouted there's something out there.
Do I know why Aurelion and Dirk run off? Or have they just run off because?
My Escalon.
Yeah,
we
we were
talked
right
about
next to you talking to you about what we wanted to do. We're gonna go talk to Dorn about... I said, okay, then let's all go talk to Dorn. Which includes you. That was said to you.
You probably don't know why Melisari ran off.
No,
but
even Eskel doesn't know that.
Yeah, but we went in the direction that we saw Doran go when he went away from us and are intending to go and talk to him.
Okay, I follow anyway.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So at 40 you get to there. You know that we double moved. Do you also wish to double move?
1 second, I have to wait for this to catch up.
The little dome I just created as our goal. And you know that Eskel is headed a bit more out on a wider loop to get there. He seems to be paying attention to something outside the door.
I have just started moving on the stream for me.
Oh damn.
I'll hit refresh.
That is...
The Raven Fountain is really cool looking.
And when you're
Okay,
more than 10
so-
seconds behind, refresh.
I don't know how far behind I am at most
So you
of the
could
time.
hear me counting the movement.
Yeah, but then I have to wait until I see the movement to know how long that is.
Yeah.
So I'm 10, 15 feet behind Dirk at the moment.
Dirk, it looks like 10 feet. 15.
Between us.
10, 15. Yeah, there's 10 feet between you, you're 15 feet behind, yes. You still have a double move if you want to use it. You know that we double moved. We're just a lot slower.
Yeah,
than you.
I'll double move.
Okay.
You got that close to me just in a normal movement.
Yeah. 5, 10. And so our goal is the guys over against the other door, but you know that Eskel is paying attention to something going on outside this door to the left. So I've used 10 more feet, you've got 30 more feet. Do you want to beeline it for those guys or more follow Eskel? What do you want to do?
I'm going to go for the guys because Aurelion has shite perception. Like, you veering off course probably does not enter into
Does not even compute with him. Gotcha. Alright, so you get to there using your full movement.
I do like that my single movement is almost Dirk's double movement.
It is. He's got 50, you've got 40.
It's just bullying.
Hey, if you got mobile, then it would be his double. Food for thought.
I mean, mobile adds 10 feet to base, so yeah.
Yeah, so he'd go from 40 to 50.
Yeah.
Bullying?
Alright, it's now the white's turn. It's going to spend half of its movement getting up.
Which is just...
And
And half of its speed in movement getting up.
I hate it. It's also, it's interesting, I don't mind that it's more forgiving than earlier editions. I just find it interesting that it's so much more forgiving than earlier editions. Earlier editions, you had to use your entire movement to get up. And in 3.5, that triggered an attack of opportunity if there was anybody next to you.
Oh my god.
yep.
It's like
Alright.
thinking about it. Anything triggered an attack of opportunity.
Oh my god, what did I have a racket? Boof! Oh!
So the white begins casting a spell.
Cool, counterspell that shit.
Alright. Please roll it.
I am casting it at... We're gonna just keep it at 3rd level and hope for the best.
Alright.
18!
You successfully counterspell an 8th level spell.
So you have less than 100 health, right?
I do.
You see what looks like the beginnings of a lightning bolt start to move towards you as you counterspell him.
Ooh.
A lightning bolt on a single target.
Well, she was in range. Most of the things were not. And he's seen things have gone and like invisible, so maybe there's something else in the path. He's just not sure. 5, 10, 15. Alright. That is his turn. Upon seeing that, this cleric is going to start raising the alarm, of shouting that we're under attack.
Magic, magic, magic attack. Guys were like, oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Dorn.
Dorn. Hey, Dorn. Dorn's like a little busy at the moment.
How far is this guy from?
Do you have
Do
a
I know
minute to
what
talk about
language
your Lord and
it's
Savior, the
happening
Raven
in?
Queen?
Draconic.
Cool. What was he saying? No, I'm kidding.
It's just like a fuck you.
I bring the thunder.
I think it's up there.
What?
Like what the phrase would be for it's not really fuck you because it's everything in that direction, so it's mostly like a fuck there.
Fuck these 6 fish in particular.
So this guy's gonna move here and actually cast Shield of Faith on Melisari.
Nice. What's that do again?
Gives you
Plus 2
+2 AC.
Run away.
5.
You got this, right, little lady?
Well, he is following protocol, which is man the walls. Alright, and they'll
Give me the mage tank! I will be tanky mage!
So, they'll say, fall back, and we can cover you. And if there's anything else out there, it'll hopefully move into range. And that's the end of the clerics, as they are kind of doing buff spells and things.
Dante.
Well, actually, I'm gonna probably just move some between turns, like start getting them in positions.
Dante.
I'm gonna respond to the thing saying, I don't want it to get away. And continue moving toward him slightly. I hate it.
Too deeply affected by the paladins you travel
I
with.
hate this. I hate you. I just like killing things. You ever think of that, huh?
Nope. Never once crossed my mind. Odd that.
I want to check something though.
No.
Okay, anyway. Sorry, got distracted by chicken.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm moving. I am moving. and I guess I should make sure I can move that far. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I'm moving there. I think that should keep me in 60 feet. Yeah, that's plenty.
Alright.
And I'm just gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay.
And that will be my turn. Yes. That is my turn.
Alright. Now, Big Skeleton's turn.
Dante.
Oh, is he actually visible now, or is this just me seeing?
Yeah, I think with the white's last turn, they would have become visible.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay. I need a stat block. Where'd it go? There it is.
Just like, nope.
Oh, 18. Religion. What do I know about this thing? The white.
Well,
But his name is right.
you know that they are capable of, as far as the combat goes, you know that they're not a fan of sunlight, that they are capable of draining the life from their enemies if they are able to touch them. As far as the lore goes, you know that they are. Hold on, let me pull it up exact so I have a more exact entry. Oh.
Real interesting that they're attacking at dawn then.
Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes.
Ugh.
A white is created when someone dies and attempts to make a deal with Orcus or Vecna for life and death in exchange for service. But unlike liches or things, these are not like these creatures don't have like a special death condition. You beat it to death, it dies. They
Great.
only get one extra shot.
Do I know if they are intelligent? Or like
Yes.
have an intelligence? Okay, good.
If you
saw
weren't
casting
sure
spells.
before, they're casting the spells.
yeah,
is
fair
a
enough.
giveaway.
Fair enough. Okay. Oh, yes, it's moving. That is why the world is shaking.
Baboosh. Baboosh, baboosh, baboosh.
So you see the skeleton start just running at the front gate.
Oh, tits.
I'm gonna wreck your shit.
I perhaps should have done a thing about that.
You did. You made it visible.
Oh yeah, I guess it is